On the air for more than 60 years, this is television's oldest and most successful real estate program, The House Detective. The House Detective is brought to you by Mason McDuffie Mortgage, White Lotus, Loca Tile Group, Nicole Williams State Farm Office, First Centennial Title, and Flowers by Patty, with resale homes exclusively from RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. And now here's third-generation House Detective Greg Newman.
Good evening and welcome to a special edition of the House Detective on late one more time. And then next week we'll step aside for the basketball and we'll be back at our normal time in a few weeks. Hey, I have been hearing all over the place about how the market has changed. And if you're interested in selling a home, especially under $250,000, it will be gone in a blink. And if you're looking for a home, especially out in Sparks, there aren't many to choose from. One place you'll find them, La Tierra, built by Ryder Homes. A lot of great choices for you. If you're looking for a single story, anywhere from 2 to 4 or 5 bedrooms, they can set it up for you. Here's La Tierra on the House Detective. More homes right after this.
Building communities. It's what we do. From the foundation to the roof in the most desirable locations in northern Nevada. When you buy a Ryder home, you're buying more than just a home. It's a tradition of building that ensures quality in every home. You'll find that quality at La Tierra at Miramonte in the hills of East Sparks. When you move into a new home, you can forget someone else's headaches knowing everything is new. Stop by La Tierra by Ryder Homes and you'll see why we say it's mastering the art of home building, one family at a time.
Teamwork. It happens everywhere. In life, when a team comes together, then everyone wins. Here at First Centennial Title, our team works together every day to assist you with all your title and escrow needs. So when it's time for your title and escrow services, give our team a call to assure the process goes smoothly. First Centennial Title, the right team for all your title and escrow needs.
This portion of the House Detective is brought to you by RE/MAX Realty Affiliates.
Everybody's got stories about how the market has turned, and if you're hearing anything else, then you're not paying attention. I brought 3 guys in from RE/MAX Realty Affiliates sitting right next to me who's still more recognized than I am, my dad, Dave Newman. Everywhere we go, they still talk about how they love your show.
I know they do, but most people now are saying, oh, your son's taken over. And I said, yeah, he has about a year and a half ago, actually.
So my dad, and you've got a listing you're going to tell us about on Idlewild, a neat condo.
It is a neat condo. I think it's going to sell pretty quickly. It's
yeah.
$148, it's a good price for it.
It is a good price. Craig Boltman sits next to my dad. Craig, welcome back in.
Thank you, nice to be here.
And you're hearing stories about multiple offers.
Crazy, yeah.
Especially in that under 250, you can't keep them on the market right now.
Absolutely. Jay, we were just talking, Jay's seeing some even in very high categories that are multiple offers, so yeah.
And Jay Kenny joins us as well. And Jay, you specialize, you see a lot of stuff up in Arrow Creek. You're seeing high-end homes that are seeing multiple offers.
We are. It's a lot of people from out of state coming in and noticing that the deals are still out there and it's time to swallow them up.
So we're just saying, what's the cause? What's the wave all about? Everybody shakes their head and says, just hang on, is really what the wave's all about.
You know, where interest rates are right now, I mean, it's such a historical lows. You can't go wrong. So a lot of people, I think, are starting to no wonder if they're going to tick up or not. So it's a really great time to buy right now.
Makes a lot of sense. So we're going to show you 5 homes from RE/MAX Realty Affiliates starting right now. Who's got number 1?
I do.
All right, let's see it.
Okay. Do you know the community of Monte Sereno? Probably not. KB Home built this small community in Monte Ranch in 2006. Home number 1 is in this small community, and it features a number of great touches. This is an open 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home that features a formal living and dining area. The great room features high ceilings, a separate office at one end, and the kitchen at the other end. The kitchen in this 2,881 square foot home has an island and solid surface counters. The yard is finished and features a stamped patio. This is a nice buy with the asking price of $288,000. Call Tony Lyerly at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates and ask him about home number 1. Call Tony at 78 RE/MAX.
Did you know that there's a small gated community that's just for adults 55 or older, and it's in a wonderful southwest Reno location? It's called Casitas de la Sierra. Home number 2 is a lovely home inside the gates of Casitas de la Sierra. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home that's designed around the great room concept. The bright kitchen features oak cabinets and a newer gas range. The master bedroom is nice sized with access to the backyard and a large walk-in closet. This 1,309 square foot home has a private patio and mountain views. It's priced at $198,000. Call Kelly Nichols at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates and ask about home number 2. Call 78-RE/MAX.
If you love to entertain, then this setting is the complete package in the Southwest Vistas. You will just fall in love with the setting of home number 3. The sitting room has a large picture window to take advantage of the well-kept yard. But it's the great room where you'll be spending most of your time in this 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. A great room that has windows placed to take advantage of the views of the city. And the kitchen is also right there, and it features extensive granite counters. This 4,146 square foot home is well priced at $588,000, and there is an extra suite upstairs perfect for entertaining or long-term guests. For a private showing of home number 3, call Ken Scott at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. Ken's number is 78-RE/MAX.
You'll be dazzled by the woodwork on the exterior of home number 4 in the North Valleys, and you'll be dazzled by the views and the amenities too. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home that's situated on a large lot with breathtaking views of the mountains and Silver Lake. Special features of the main home include cathedral ceilings and a large country kitchen with a pantry and a breakfast bar and KitchenAid appliances. The land that this 4,539 square foot home sits on is over 1.5 acres, so that's special too. There are separate in-laws quarters, a barn with power and running water, and workshop that actually has its own address. All this is priced at $599,900. For a private showing of home number 4, call the Lessinger team at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. Their number is 78-RE/MAX.
It's a custom home just the way it should be. From the elegant Spanish colonial architecture set on 2 acres to the numerous energy systems, home number 5 is one-of-a-kind executive home in South Suburban Reno. Located in an exclusive gated community, this 4-bedroom, 5-bath home was built on a bluff to take advantage of the endless city views. Some features found in this 7,200 square foot home include hydronic forced heating system, a 100-year-old butcher block in the kitchen, and hand-distressed solid walnut floors. These are just a small taste of what's included in this special home priced at $2,695,000. For a private showing of home number 5, you're invited to call Mike Smith at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. Mike's number is 78-RE/MAX.
You can get a hold of Mike, 78-RE/MAX, 787-3629. That's a beautiful home down in South Suburban. Just before that, you were telling us about a home in the North Valleys that has its own address for the barn. So I guess the horses can get mail. I don't know why you'd have a second address, but so I guess if you made it into a rental property and somebody wanted to get their own mail there. That's the only guess I've got, or the horses. Yeah. All right, guys, hold on real quick. Now we want to remind you we recommend State Farm, especially the Nicole Williams office. She can do a great job making sure you're not overpaying for your insurance. We're talking about home, auto, life. Give them a call. It's Nicole Williams' office, State Farm, here on The House Detective.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. It's been our slogan for a long time, and for me, it means so much more. Hi, I'm Nicole Williams, your local State Farm agent. As a Nevada native, our community is important to me. Not only will I work hard as your insurance agent, but my staff is here 6 days a week to cover your insurance needs, no matter when they happen. As your neighbor, give me a call to see if we can save you money on your auto, home, and life insurance.
It's mastering the art of home building one family at a time. Ryder Homes has mastered this art with their newest community, La Tierra at Miramonte in the hills of East Sparks. Of the 3 homes available, this is Residence 3, a single-level home built around a great room with some unique touches. This 4-bedroom home has some options available like bay windows. You will also fall in love with the laundry room. It's a room, not a closet. Enjoy this almost 2,100 square foot home that can flex to your family's needs. La Tierra by Ryder Homes in the hills of East Sparks.
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by Mason McDuffie Mortgage.
Traditionally, if you wanted to move up or buy a second residence, well, there'd be a heavy down payment with that next residence. Not the case anymore. We've brought in Dean Lusage from Mason McDuffie Home Loans, or Mason McDuffie Mortgage. I gotta get that name right. It's new for me as well.
You got it.
So we're talking about somebody not selling their primary residence to buy their next home, but not with that heavy down payment. How's that work, Dean?
Well, it works out very, very well. Matter of fact, over the last week or two, I've probably pre-approved 3 or 4 new clients, keeping their current homes and looking to take advantage of these low market prices, very low interest rates, and keep their current place, turn it into a rental, and then buy a new primary residence.
All right. Now, if you want to go and do this, you're not doing it with the traditional 20% down in all cases, right?
You don't have to. I mean, obviously, if you have that ability and it makes sense, we can look at that.
All right.
But if not, you can do it with as little as 5% down for qualified buyers.
Wow.
Those that have a good credit score, generally regarded 720 or higher, get a very affordable mortgage insurance rate. So it all adds up to a very affordable payment on the new home. What's ironic, in some cases, the payment on the new home is less than the departing residence that they're making a rental. And then, what the real estate agents are telling me is that the rental market, or the demand for single-family housing, is very high right now in the rental market. So all these things seem to come together pretty well.
It's a great way to bolster your entire portfolio is really what's going on there.
Well, yeah, think about it. We know that housing prices are very low right now, and if you don't have to sell, it would seem to make sense to keep that home now. Don't, buy high and sell low. You'd rather keep that home, take advantage of the prices, buy a new one. So, coming in, getting pre-approved, answering your questions, just to see if this is something we might be interested in doing, that's something we can do. There's not any cost, there's not any obligation. It's kind of what I've called a pre-purchase consultation.
Well, really what you're talking about is making just a traditional buyer now an investor.
Yeah,
is really what they've turned themselves into, and we're saying that this is an investor's market, so why not be one of those investors?
It is, and in this case, you're taking your current home, making it the investment, taking advantage of it, because a lot of people are saying, look, the family size has grown, the kids are older, whatever it is, I'd like to take advantage, move up to a little larger home, and we're seeing quite a bit of that now.
Very good. If you want to sit down with Dean and do one of these pre-purchase consultations, how do they do that, Dean?
Easiest way to get a hold of me, my cell phone is 846-4646. I'm available 7 days a week, and just give me a call.
It's that simple. It's sitting down with Dean Lusage from Mason McDuffie Mortgage. Great. Thanks, Dean.
Thanks.
Appreciate you coming in. Now we're going to bring you out to show you one of those homes that you could be buying. We're talking about Desert Wind Homes, building Sonoma. Great location right off of Disk and Vista Boulevard in Sparks. It's one of the only homes available out there. You got to go check them out and tell them you saw them on The House Detective.
Desert Wind Homes would like to introduce Sonoma at the Vineyards. Nestled between Sparks and Vista Boulevard, just north of Disk Drive, Sonoma at the Vineyards features 4 different single-story homes on large home sites. Ranging in size from approximately 1,800 to 2,450 square feet, these homes have open floor plans, granite countertops in the kitchens, and 3-car finished garages. Sonoma at the Vineyards is a gated community located close to everyday conveniences. Come visit our model complex, open daily starting at 10 a.m.
Back here in the studio, we're having all kinds of stories about how homes are turning over. You'll even notice this week on the show, we've only got 3 or 4 homes under $250,000 because they're not sitting on the market very long.
There, no.
They're just not there.
Good time to move up.
It is a good time to move up.
Low interest rates, a house in the lower level would sell fast, move up.
We just talked to Dean Lusage about keeping that previous ownership and buying the next one, because you can do it now with less than 20%. They have programs available at Mason McDuffie for doing that for as low as 5% if you have the right mortgage and the right credit score. But more importantly, having all of your paperwork together, being just ready to go.
Buy.
And making sure you have a realtor that knows what they're doing, because that can really screw things up too.
Sure, absolutely.
We've all heard those stories. Now we've got 5 more homes from RE/MAX Realty Affiliates, starting with a beautiful home in Lake Ridge Shores. Jay, you got that for us?
I do.
Let's see it.
Privacy, security, size, beauty, you've got them all with home number 6, located behind the gates of Lake Ridge Shores. When you see this 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath executive townhome, you'll see that it stands alone. It has no common walls, and it has truly awesome views from the huge family room. A unique kitchen features lots of workspace with a large custom island. This 3,291 square foot townhome also has central air, a loft, lots of large windows, and a glass surrounded deck that's perfect for entertaining. The price is $250,000. Call Jerry McKnight at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates and ask about home number 6. Jerry's number is 78 RE/MAX.
A huge, well-appointed kitchen is one of the many attractive features in home number 7. This is a big, beautiful home with a great Southwest Reno location. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, with lots of usable living space. The first floor has an extra bedroom or office with its own bathroom. There's an island in the kitchen, plus a wet bar, and lots of tiled counters and storage space. This 3,182 square foot home has has been completely remodeled inside, and the landscaping has matured outside. The price is $340,000. For a private showing of home number 7, please call the David Morris Group at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. Their number is 78 RE/MAX.
Enjoy Tuscan-style elegance in a home that has fabulous views of the city, the mountains, and the Challenge Golf Course at Arrow Creek. This is home number 8, and it's simply spectacular. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with formal living and dining rooms. Just off the entry, there's a handsome private office, and there's also an additional game room. The large open kitchen has granite counters, an island with an eating bar, stainless steel appliances, and travertine floors. The master suite has a separate sitting area, a fireplace, and a balcony that looks right down on the golf course. This 3,859 square foot home is priced at $557,000, and it's a short sale. For a private showing of home number 8, please call Elizabeth Schrock at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. Her number is 78 RE/MAX.
Miles and miles of forest around you with no neighbors. Does that sound like heaven? If you were looking for something within a half an hour of the airport, then you may have found the answer in home number 9 in Logan Meadows off the Mount Rose Highway. This 2-bedroom, 2-bath A-frame home sits above a meadow with incredible views and a self-sustainable environment. You will find features in this almost 1,800 square foot home like a detached garage, solid service counters in the kitchen, and hardwood floors, all for the asking price of $299,000. If you are looking for a quiet part of the forest to call your own, then call Raymond Sormazzano at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates and ask about home number 9. Raymond's number is 78 RE/MAX.
It's the attention given to every detail that makes home number 10 in Galena Forest so special. It's those details like hardwood floors, Corian counters, and added slate that make this a must-see. This 3-bedroom, 3.5-bath home sits well back from the road with a setting back in the trees. Inside, you'll find open beam ceilings, hardwood floors, radiant heating, and a large private master bedroom with a retreat. What you may not notice in this 5,317 square foot home is the abundant storage, the separate mudroom, and even the fun game room with a wet bar. There's also an office with a separate entry. The asking price is $935,000. Call Pam Reese at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates and let her show you home number 10. Pam's number is 78 RE/MAX.
You can find out more about that home by texting RRA 421 to 88,000. It'll give you a lot of information, more pictures, and a current status of what that home, where it's at in the market as well. It's currently available. Beautiful home. We just drove by it the other day up.
We did on Joy Lake.
On Joy Lake Road. So a great house up there, and all of those homes down the southwest part of town, very popular right now.
Yeah,
if you're looking for a home in the forest, you're telling us about one up in Logan Meadows. I had to look at a map. I've lived here my whole life. I had no idea where Logan Meadows is.
Nice.
It's not even that far away from the airport. So great, peaceful spot. All right, guys, hold on once again. Now we want to remind you that we recommend White Lotus when it comes to getting your home clean. Maybe you're about ready to move out or move into a home. It's a great way to get started. Here's White Lotus on The House Detective. We'll see you right after this.
Moms love gifts. Sometimes moms get big gifts. And sometimes moms get little gifts too. But sometimes moms like the gifts that fit perfectly, like a gift from White Lotus. The ladies at White Lotus are licensed, bonded, and insured, and right now they're offering gift certificates to come clean your home for any occasion. So remember, Sometimes moms like big gifts, and other times little gifts will do too. But a gift from White Lotus will do anytime.
Because we've been on late and at some different times over the past month, I wanted to bring an encore edition of Kurt Francke's Legal Side of Real Estate. We talked last week about making sure you have a licensed contractor even when it comes to landscaping. Well, here's an encore edition of The Legal Side of Real Estate with Kurt Francke here on The House Detective. We always talk about protecting your investment, the largest investment that you have, your home. Well, you might be getting ready to do some landscaping around your house, and you're wondering, do I really need a licensed contractor just to put down some sod? We've got an answer for you. We've brought back in Kurt Francke to talk about the legal side of real estate with the law offices of Kurt A. Francke. And Kurt, it is exceptionally important to have a licensed contractor when we're talking about landscaping, aren't we?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't think that landscaping is actually governed by the contracting board and by the Nevada statutes, but NRS 624, which also governs your other contractors, governs landscapers.
All right. So if a landscaper comes in, let's say he's not licensed, and he does some faulty work, and let's say it turns on your sprinkler system and floods your house, you don't have any recourse, do you?
Probably not, and you might have some civil recourse, but then again, you have to be able to locate this person, assuming they haven't left town. So what you want to do is get a licensed contractor to begin with, and you can check their licensing qualifications on the Nevada Contractors Board website and make sure that they're licensed. And that gives you some assurance. That gives you some assurance these people have tested and are qualified by testing, that they'll have financial responsibility. In case anything goes wrong, they'll be bonded. And so there may be finances there to recoup. Also, the Nevada Contractors Board will have a right to issue a notice to correct, for instance.
All right. So with that bonding, that's essentially an insurance policy for a contractor.
It's an insurance policy that you can take advantage of if something goes wrong. But there's stages before then. As I said, a notice to correct. The contractor board can tell them to come out and correct things. And then there's disciplinary proceedings and potential fines. That tends to keep people on the up and up as well.
A lot of people think, oh, well, they're just doing a little bit of work here and there. If they go and dig and hit something else, they're just planting a tree and they hit a power line or water line, that can fall into that same category, right?
Exactly, and that also falls into the category of adequate training. To become a licensed contractor, they'll have to take some tests and be familiar with some of the things that they might encounter out in the field.
Very good. If you need some help when you're talking about the legal side of real estate, you got to give Kurt a call. You can set up an appointment. How do they do that, Kurt?
You can call me at 827-6100 and speak with Linda. She'd be happy to set up an appointment with you, or visit my website, LOCAF, that's LOKAF.com.
It's that simple. It's how you set up an appointment and find out exactly if you're either within the law or you need some help with the law.
That's correct.
Very good. Thanks, Kurt. We've got 5 more homes from RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. We're going to get started by taking you up to Arrow Creek. Great home right in the middle of the community. Number 11.
I got it.
Let's see it, Craig.
Tee it up. Home number 11 is located right in the heart of Arrow Creek. It's a gorgeous home with stunning pool, city, and mountain views. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home that's great for entertaining. There's a formal dining room, a comfortable great room with a fireplace, and the kitchen has a large serving bar, tile floors, and a big picture window to look out at the views. The master suite has its own access to the backyard. This 2,331 square foot home has the asking price of $315,000, and it's not a short sale or bank owned. Tom Reardon is the person to call about home number 11. Tom's number at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates is 78 RE/MAX.
At some point in your life, you have to say to yourself, it's time to move into a condo or a townhouse and forget about shoveling snow or mowing the lawn. If you've reached that point, then home number 12 could be the answer to your prayers. This beautifully maintained 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo is located in the riverfront condominiums right along the Truckee. To Taxes are low and amenities are high when you live in this very desirable condo community. This is a quiet end unit with 1,258 square feet of living space, and it's priced at $140,000. To find out more about the Idlewild condo, home number 12, you're invited to call Dave Newman. Dave's number at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates is 78 RE/MAX.
A solid Southwest Reno neighborhood in a great school district. That's the site of home number 13. This is a gracious home that has been extensively remodeled. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home that sits on a corner lot. There's a newer roof and slate tile and wood laminate floors. The wood burning fireplace has a slate surround, and the very attractive kitchen has granite counters and newer appliances. With mature landscaping, good RV access, and 2,870 square feet of living area, this home is a very good buy at $350,000. Call Sue Leonard at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates to find out more about home number 13. Sue's number is 78 RE/MAX.
With an older home in the Old Southwest, we talk about the trees and the neighborhood. You get that with home number 14, but this charming home has also been remodeled from top to bottom. Starting with the wood-burning fireplace in the new brick hearth in the living room to the sunroom that could also be a formal dining room. The charm of this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home goes on and on. The new kitchen has 16-inch tile floors, new cabinetry, and granite counters. Out back, you've got a new deck to go with the mature landscaping. This 1,405 square foot home has the asking price of $229,000. Call Pam Ritchie at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates and ask her to show you home number 14. Pam's number is 78 RE/MAX.
Nestled in a gorgeous mountain setting in the middle of a 40-acre lot, home number 15 may be the secluded slice of heaven you've been searching for. Located just 10 minutes north of the shopping center in Spanish Springs, you will feel like you're in the middle of the Sierra Range when you live in this 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom Adobe-style home. The focal point of this home is the family room with a fireplace and extra-large windows. But each room has its own unique view of the valley, mountains, or the desert right outside. It's priced at $825,000, and you will love the 3-car detached garage. For more information about this unique setting, home number 15, call Jan McKenzie at RE/MAX Realty Affiliates. Call Jan at 78 RE/MAX.
Again, we give you that number over and over and over, 78 RE/MAX. There'll be somebody on the desk first thing tomorrow morning. They'll let you give you more information about any of the homes that you've seen here tonight. My dad, Dave Newman, joins us once again. Dad, thanks for sitting in.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Absolutely. Craig Boltman comes back in. Craig, thanks for coming in. And Jay Kinney as well. Thank you all.
Thank you.
And we want to remind you that we're not going to be on next week. We'll be back at our normal time in 2 weeks, 5:30, right here on Channel 2. Until then, have a great week. And if you're interested in buying a home, call any of these guys and do it quickly because they're coming and going quick.
Fast.
They're going
That's
fast.
right. We'll see you in a few weeks. Take care.
The House Detective has been brought to you by Mason McDuffie Mortgage, White Lotus, Loca Tile Group, Nicole Williams State Farm Office, First Centennial Title, and Flowers by Patty, with resale homes exclusively from RE/MAX Realty Affiliates.